Hello, Ageless Beauties. How are you today? I missed you. I am Nikki Kane, and this is Let Yourself Go. We are still on our lose 20 pounds in 21 day protocol, and I hope you're doing the things that you're supposed to do. Are you drinking the water you need to drink? Are you alkalizing? Are you cleaning up those cells with turmeric shots? Are you using MCT oil? Are you using MCT oil on your face and skin? How are you doing? Are you leaving alone the sugars? Are you eating only clean food? At this point, you should be at a great space. It doesn't matter if you fell off a little bit. I hope you got back on. This is going to catalyze your life into youth, beauty, health that you never thought you'd have before. Thank you so much for coming back. I love you. I missed you. If you have been following along and doing everything here, you should be in a great space right now. You should be looking great, feeling much healthier, just really absorbing life. And of course, we went into some tips about losing the weight that really had nothing to do with food and exercise at all. And has it worked out beautifully? I know your face is glowing, it's looking slimmer, you're looking greater, you're feeling greater. The greater you feel, the more you're pursuing it, and this is how we get life. If this is your first time, welcome. Please take a second to subscribe right now. I'll wait for you. Why? Because I am dedicated to bringing you everything you need that will bring you back the ultimate health, youth, and beauty. A complete unlet yourself go. And you will enjoy life the way you should. Step 14 in our 20 pounds in 21 days. Another step that's so important, and it has nothing to do with food. It has nothing to do with exercise. I haven't even mentioned exercise if you noticed. This is all about living well, loving yourself, eating the way you should, bringing your body back to health, and that's why you look great. What you're looking like now, the weight loss you're going through right now, is because you are bringing yourself back to ultimate health. Today's step I love. It is fun for me. It is important for all of us. And it is something that's gonna help, again, to catalyze you into the look you want, the health you want, the youth you want, and the beauty you want. And that is looking today like you want to look tomorrow. How do you do that? What are you talking about, Nikki? Okay, science shows that how you present yourself every day creates your life. How you think of yourself every day. How you think of yourself today creates your tomorrow. Why is that relevant? Well, because as we get older, especially women that has to bear the children for us that have children. Women that in this society usually, not only do you have the children, but you also have a job, you also have a career, you also have to do what you can to keep the house clean. Half of us don't even do that anymore. It's also overwhelming. And the thing we let go, first and foremost, usually is ourselves, our appearance. When we have to go out to the job, you know, a lot of times we put in a little bit of effort. We're out there in public. But you know what? This new phenomenon of not having to go to work for a lot of us has caused a great strain on a better tomorrow. Now, if you notice, so far, everything I've told you has been kind of beyond the norm, right? And if you're following me, you're seeing that it's working. And you used to be told the amount of calories you eat is really what catalyzes your weight loss. Not true to the extent we want to believe. We've learned that eating more fat will get us fatter. Not true. We've learned that when you grow older, you have to look old. It's a natural progression in life. Not true. So I'm gonna ask you again, I'm proving it to you. Believe me, just go with it and believe me. So if you just follow the steps, you're gonna see there's nothing to lose at all. All you're gonna do is find that you are eating much healthier food. You're not putting any toxins in your body. You're pampering yourself. You're treating yourself with a lot of self-love. You're taking great healing herbs and spices. You're drinking nice, clean water. Everything I'm telling you is beneficial anyway, so roll with it. I hope you're following along so far so that you are already seeing all the results. If you don't know what I'm talking about because you're stepping in for the first time, right there is the playlist, and then you can follow along from there. Today, so much fun. You're gonna love it, and you're not gonna believe how much of an impact this has on your health, how much of an impact this has on your beauty and even your youth, and definitely a healthy state of mind. And that is defining your style. Looking today like you want to look tomorrow. Dolly Parton's so funny when she said it costs a lot of money to look this cheap. Well, the beautiful part is it costs a very little bit of money to look extremely valuable. And that's valuable to yourself, and that's valuable to the people that's on looking to you, and that's valuable to the energy that you bring into your life that's going to define who you are tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and you will start to become the person that you want to be. That's the only way to do it. You have to live out the part now. What does that mean? Okay, so you're feeling kind of good, right? You lost a few pounds, you're motivated, you're getting healthier. It's so important to feed into that universal ego, if you will, by making sure that you are loving yourself to the point of caring about what you look like, defining a style that's all you, playing into that style. And that's gonna mean, and I hope this does not sound hard, because even though it starts off hard, it's going to get easier. That means looking like $1 million every day. You have to look the part. If you want your youth and your beauty back, you have to look youthful and you have to look beautiful. And for that, you have to define a specific style for yourself, because every time you look in the mirror, every time you get up and you put your you on for the day, you have to be in love with it. As you get older, kids, job, responsibilities, household chores. Now with the COVID sit down, you're home all the time. The natural transition has been, let me just stay comfortable. I may as well stay in my pajamas. I'm home, I have no reason to look good. The economy sucks, I'm not gonna go buy new things. Clothes is superficial, it's not that important, and all these things that we tell ourselves. But you know what? How we present ourselves to ourselves every day makes a gigantic difference on what our bodies will treat us like, what our face will treat us like, what our health will treat us like, and what our wellness and mind will treat us like. The funny part is it has a lot to do with what our relationships will treat us like too. Not because they're judging you necessarily, people are gonna judge you whether you look good or bad, but it's simply an energy. If you are not loving how you appeal to yourself every day, it's just gonna have an energy. And that energy is kind of a negative energy, and people feed into or off of negative energy, and you're gonna find yourself in a negative energy space, and you don't want that, because that's gonna bring you backwards. That's gonna have age coming on, that's gonna have depressive feelings coming on, that's gonna have the humdrum coming on, that's gonna have the beauty going away, that's gonna have the health going away, and that's certainly gonna steal your youth. Okay, so let's get to how we do this. And it's gonna be kind of a part 2. So 14 and 15 is gonna kind of play on this. Today I'm gonna give you the basics. Tomorrow we're gonna get a little more specific. What you need to get up and do every single day is look really good. Look really good. Don't put on the mama jeans. Don't put on the baggy t-shirt. Especially when we gain weight, we have a habit of wearing things that make us look fatter, because we don't really like the weight a lot of the times. We want to cover it up. We want to toss things on. Like, of course, I'm not saying go outside in a string bikini. I wouldn't say go outside in a string bikini if you're beautiful and skinny every day. What's the point in just showing off everything? I mean, if you like to, whatever. But the point is not so much how people perceive you, it's how you perceive you. And that's the most important thing about this video, and why I'm saying define your style. What is your style? Do you know what your style is? A lot of people are defining themselves by other people. They're not defining their style, they're defining Kim Kardashian style, Rihanna style, wish I knew at least celebrity names, I really don't. But you pick your favorite celebrity and you're choosing their style. And when you do that, you're in a negative kind of space. You're kind of kicking against the goads When you are trying to obtain a look that is somebody else's look, but you have not really defined it as your own look, it's not something you naturally like, you just like to look at it because it's pretty, but it's not really you, you might be kicking against the goal. So step one is define your style. Really think about, number one, what you think your most flattering thing is. What do you like the most about you? And this is not so much an opinion-based thing. It's something a little more heartfelt, something that you really, really love about yourself and you always have. And you don't even know why. It may be because it looks great. It may be because it's just your favorite part of your body. It may be any reason whatsoever, a comfort thing. Your look is going to be that we create our future. I keep saying that. It might be hard to believe, but it's really true. So what we put our attention on, and at this portion, we're putting our attention on really loving ourselves because we are just absolutely beautiful and we like to display how beautiful we are. We like to display our sense of style and appreciation for ourselves. We are going to get more beautiful as a result. And it's the way you want to. One of my favorite things about me are my eyes. Those are one of my favorite things. I think my eyes are very beautiful. Some people, if they love their eyes, they are going to enhance the heck out of it with eyelashes and makeup and whatever have you. I love my eyes to the point where I like to keep them more naked, more subtle, because I like to see them the way they are. I don't do too much to my eyes. So do you see what I'm saying? So let's say your face is your favorite feature. Then maybe you want to start making sure your hair looks absolutely wonderful, your face is glowing. You want to maybe enhance with some earrings to just kind of frame it, you know, but you want to be able to look at yourself and say, I love myself. And that is not contingent. That is not contingent on what you're not loving about yourself now. A little while ago, I had a fat face. Still love my face, still love my eyes. You have to love yourself. Right now, because I'm going through a little bit of Herxheimer, I have darker areas around my face, dark patches, right? The darker chin. Still love myself, still love my face. None of that matters. None of the swelling, none of the chubbies, none of the stuff. I want to make sure that I am loving myself and I want to enhance that. So I'm going to define my style. That's number one. Not Kim's style, not Rihanna's style, my style. If I don't know what my style is, I can look, I can research, I can check out the celebs, I can check out people that I admire, that I like, I can check out the Vogue books and kind of put it together, the type of style that really just kind of jumps out at me. And then I want to make sure that I get up and love myself into that style every single day. One of the worst things we do to ourselves is get up and lay about like we don't care about ourselves. We don't care how we look. That is going to reflect and it's going to snowball. And we're going to look worse and worse every day if we do that. So, Nikki, do I have to go out and spend a hell of a lot of money now? Hopefully not necessarily. The first thing you're gonna do, and that's on tomorrow's step, how to accomplish looking great without spending too much or any at all. But the point is, what you wanna do, and I'll just give you a little clip for tomorrow, you definitely wanna start picking out the pieces that you look best in. If you can alter pieces, that's wonderful. If you can alter pieces, because if you're going for a beautiful body right now, you do not want to look like you have a bad body. In other words, if you don't like to show your body off right now, so you keep wearing those potato sacks, don't do that. Wear what you wear, just make sure you look good in it. So if you have jeans that are way too big because you're like, oh, you know, I'm overweight anyway, so I'm just gonna buy these big jeans because they're gonna cover me more. No, buy jeans that fit you. Get jeans that fit you, get the shirt that fits you. So I'm not saying too tight, obviously, but I'm definitely not saying oversized. Get clothes that fit you. They do not have to cost an arm and a leg. Can you spend $50? If you can spend $100, that'd be great. There are sites like Shine that the clothes, I mean, they're dirt cheap, they're really inexpensive, and they look really good. And the beauty about it is you're gonna be transitioning your weight, and they're so inexpensive that you can Goodwill them or get rid of them in just a couple of weeks or months, and you're not gonna miss it. But it's so important that you do this for yourself. So start by defining your style, Look through photos of celebrities maybe, or personalities, or people obviously that you know how to find them, or just look at a magazine, or look anywhere, anything you like, and you can start to find styles that you like. Now, doesn't have to be like designer either. A lot of people like to think that, oh, style means Louis Vuitton and Gucci and Prada and no, it doesn't. It's a look that you like. Let's say your style is you are very attracted to country. You like the cowboy boots. You like the jeans. You like the tomboy shirt. Then that is your style. That's what you are going to gather, and that's what you're going to wear in a very flattering and beautiful way. I want you to get to the point where you look in the mirror and you love what you are looking at. That is the point. And I know it may not seem like this has anything to do with weight, youth, and beauty, but it has everything to do with weight, youth, and beauty. Because when you start loving the way you look every day, number one, energy in the universe is just going to make more of that happen. Number two, you're going to feel motivated because you look good, you feel good, you're going to exude good, and good is going to come back to you in that same form. Homework: define your style. Get a few pictures of people that kind of exude that style, start really researching it. Make sure that you are dedicated to getting up every single morning and dressing like you are going out in an important date and you want to look your absolute best. That does not mean, and this has nothing to do, we're not doing face right now, we're doing body. Let's not think about the makeup, let's not think about anything else. I don't change any of that necessarily. This right now, what we're talking about is our outward appearance and how we are presenting our bodies to the world, because we want our bodies to present to us something that we are after. So that's the point. I hope that was not too confusing. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in, but it's super fun, right? You have your homework. You're gonna define your style. You're gonna take things that resonate with you. You're gonna look at magazines. I love to get the magazines ready because I'd love to do a cutout project. And tomorrow I'm gonna show exactly how to put the style together that you want to look like, how to make it flatter your body even as it is right now, how to fall in love with yourself every time you look in the mirror. You're gonna have a practice of looking in the mirror a lot and really appreciating exactly what you look like. We're gonna take some care into us. And when we are our best selves, the world will get the best out of us. That's the husband, the boyfriend, the kids, the grands, the neighbors, the boss, the business. Don't even worry about putting energy into yourself. That is how you give out the best, by putting energy into yourself. Whew, I feel winded. Let me tell you something. I had a long day. I was trying to keep a closing together that ended up falling on another day. It was a whole lot of juggling. I had a couple of deals to go to. I'm just putting a listing. I had an art gallery opening to attend to. I am beat, and here I am giving you this video, and this one was like a lot, and I'm feeling kind of tired. And if you have any questions, ask me, because I feel like, oh, Nikki, you're a little sleepy. Were you clear? I'm not really sure. Obviously, I'm not hearing myself, so I hope I was really clear. But the point is, step 14 is we are going to define our style, because what we put into ourselves will put out for us, and it's a super important step. Do not miss it. Okay, my lovelies, my ageless beauties, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and bell. I love you. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.